Hello, students of Spanish 3. We have another unit here that we're looking at that's going to be a little bit on the complex side. We're looking at, this week, object pronouns, but not just indirect object pronouns or single object pronouns, but rather when both of them occur within the same sentence. This is called double object pronoun situations, or you'll hear me say in class, a DOP. They're actually not that horribly complex because they follow very similar rules to what we've done before, but because there's an extra word added in, it can look a little complex at times. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to walk you through the process as they appear right on the slides. I'll just walk you through and show you some of the examples. I apologize, right down in here on the right, you can kind of see this area right in here where I am. See there? Wait, there I am right there. When we do this, some of it's going to get a little bit cut off, but it won't affect your understanding or the overall lesson. Then we'll just do some pronunciation of new vocab, and that will be it. So let's go ahead and begin now. Before we get into double object pronouns, let's talk about por versus para. Both of these words that you've learned have to do with the word for, or in order to do something. But they do have different connotations, and they do fit in and have slight differentiations based on where they exist in different contexts. So, por can mean by, in exchange for, or for the benefit of, or in favor of, even though in English we'll use all of those sometimes as just the word for. For example, ¿Podrías pasar por la panadería por abuelito? Can you pass by the bakery for grandpa? Okay, these are just a couple of different bys and fors that might, even though it's the same word, they function in different ways within that sentence, right? It's also used in many idiomatic expressions like por favor, por ciento, por ahora. So this is like por favor is please, por ciento is percent, por ahora for right now or just for now. Para often implies or is intended for the purpose of. For example, necesito esa bolsa para estas flores. I need this bag for these flowers. So in that case, it has to do for an intention or for a use. Okay, next, double object pronouns, what we were talking about to begin with. When a direct object pronoun and an indirect object pronoun are used together within the same sentence, the indirect object is going to come before the direct object. Now, I know that's really dry grammar, but it's not that difficult when you look at an example. For example, quiero ensalada, I want the salad. Me la traes, por favor? Me, it, you bring, please. I know that looks weird, but this is why it's a double object, okay? So you have two object pronouns here. Here's the indirect object pronoun. Here's the direct object pronoun. Who or what is being brought? The direct object pronoun. La, the salad. To whom is the la or the salad intended for? For me. That makes it the indirect object pronoun. So the DOP, the IOP, all together, double object pronouns together here, okay? The verb of the two pronouns form an unbreakable unit. That means they always have to be kind of hooked or linked together in the same spot. Negative words and adverbs must come before and after this unit. For example, la ensalada. La mesera no me la trajo nunca. The waitress doesn't, to me, she brought never. It's a really weird, translation when you look at it literally. It's only when it's in its generalized form that it makes a little bit more sense. Like, the waitress never brought it to me. Okay. Next. When you're in the third person singular form of this, and it's being brought to him, her, them, or you form when you have a double object pronoun, the lay and the lace are going to be replaced by the word say. So it'll make it seem like, wait a second, I thought that was for reflexive pronouns. Well, in a DOP, in a double object pronoun situation, this happens, and context will steer you in the right direction for what it means. Say replaces the lay and the lace before direct object pronouns, so lo, la, los, and las. So, es que se la trajo a ella. It's because she brought it to her, all right? The it refers to whatever was masculine or feminine and singular, and the se refers to her. Now, we know it was to her because they specified a ella at the end as well. Okay, pronouns are attached to infinitives and affirmative commands. This is nothing new. We've done this with single object or with direct object pronouns, with indirect object pronouns. We can always attach them to infinitives or attach them to commands. That doesn't change. We can still do that with double object pronouns. An accent is sometimes placed over the stressed syllable, though. For example, if you want to say lend it to me, normally there wouldn't be an E in prestar. But in this case, since we have a lend it to me, they will sometimes put an accent over that syllable right there. So you speak a little bit louder. So it's préstamelo, and so it's not prestamelo or prestamelo or prestamelo or something like that. Pronouns come before the verb in negative commands. So if it's a negative command, you're telling someone to not lend it to him or her or whatever. The no comes at the very beginning, and then your object pronouns come right afterwards. So if that confuses you, that's okay. We're going to hash a lot of this out in class, and we're going to get many more examples of it. But that's just an introduction, a smattering, if you will. Okay. Extra credit for Spanish 3. If you want to earn some extra credit this week, give me 5 sentences using giving me double object pronouns in your sentences. I don't care if they're command sentences, question sentences, indicative sentences. I don't care if they use gerunds like present progressive tense, just so long as you're correctly using direct object pronouns within your sentences. And give me your English translations below, so I know that you know what it is you're even saying instead of just speaking gibberish. Okay, so note card or half sheet of paper, 5 sentences in Spanish using double object pronouns with an English translation below each one. Let's go ahead and take a look at this week's vocabulary. Won't take us too long. We're only going to be doing pronunciation for this day. So asking for help and requesting favors, we have hágame or hazme el favor de, it's like do me the favor of. Podrías, are you able to or can you? Por favor, ayúdame con, please help me with. Oh, that's right, I said we were just doing the pronunciations. Here we go. Se la llevas. Sería tan amable de dármela. Sería tan amable de dármela. La bodega. La carnicería. La ferretería. La frutería. La heladería. La lechería, la panadería, la pastelería, la pescadería, el taller, y la tienda de refacciones. Now, a lot of these, even though I'm not going over meanings with you right now, you will probably be able to figure them out just by looking at cognates. Now, if you want to look all these up in advance, because I did send you this vocab sheet as well. If I look over here, I could see the Spanish 3. On page 123 of your textbook, you have all of these available. So I hope that is helpful for you. Good luck. Lots of studying on your own. I know we've done a lot the last couple of weeks. You're doing a great job in class. Let's keep up the good work. And I look forward to seeing you in class real soon. Bye-bye.